baby.
We can't hear you.
Yeah, your
There we
mic's off.
go. Hey, you guys hear me
There you
now?
go.
That was weird.
Yeah.
All right. Start over.
The good thing was we could hear the soundboard.
Now you can hear it. All right, Late Night Live. We got episode 69, you guys. Are you excited?
Nice.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Finally made it to episode 69. If you're in the chat, please send us a message. You're here. We'll say hi to you. We see Mike Hawkerts is in the chat. Thank you, bro. It is. It's been an interesting week news-wise, and we'll get to all that here. Let's go around the horn. Asa Jack's Media Grounds. Chris, how you doing, man?
Hey, it has been an interesting week. I beat Atomfall.
Nice.
And it very much is Fallout 3. So if you liked Fallout 3, give it a try. And then I went back to South of Midnight since I was already at Chapter 7. And even though Meatball Saucy says don't do it, I'm like, I have to finish it. I'm already there. But I can, if you stop playing the game at Chapter 10, it's actually pretty decent. So I'm guessing the last 4 chapters, everything's going to go downhill real quick. Yeah. Yeah, that's all I've done this week so far as game goes.
And you bought a Mondo vinyl.
Yep, I got me another vinyl coming. Spider-Man 2 video game soundtrack.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Mike Cockerts need more air horn.
I can do that.
No, don't encourage this.
And I guess Chris made me a new super chat sound, and I have it here. So if anyone wants to try it out, I will play it. But like, it was like a whole like there was like a whole like song you made, like, so I cut it down, Chris. So the first part it does its little thing, but then there was like a kind of like a lull, and then it ramps up, and I got rid of all that. I don't know if that was the plan, but that's what I did.
It shouldn't have been there. I don't know why it would have been there.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, it was like a 5-second long song, or
no, the clip you sent over was like a minute and a half.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then I must have put the wrong one in.
All right. Well, if someone wants to try it out, we'll try it anyway. All right. Dathan's already yawning. What's going on? 8-bit gaming legend. Wake up.
I'm here.
Okay.
I'm present.
All right. How's your week, sir? Playing games?
It's been okay. I did play Expedition 33 a little bit.
Nice.
That's about it. I usually, if I have to work an extra day, it throws off my whole week, so I didn't get a whole lot of gaming in this week, but I'm kind of back to normal next week, so that's about it.
And you did your marathon?
It also went. It was a thing. The thing that happened last Saturday. I mean, I finished, so.
Some guy cut you off?
Yeah, that's a story for another day at some point. If you make me talk about it, there's going to be a lot of 4-letter words, and I don't want to deal with that today. I don't have the energy today to go over that. So
was it the same vendor that you always see at the conventions that you would try to avoid? Was it that guy?
Yeah, exactly who it was. I'm sure that was him.
Okay. All right, I had a feeling.
Other than that, it's been an okay week. It's, like you said, a lot of information, a lot of stuff, but game wise, it was just Expedition 33 for the most part.
Cool. Well, you have to keep playing that, and let me at least until maybe Doom comes out and see how far you get.
How do you like the combat in that?
I'm finally getting the parry system down a little bit better.
Okay.
All the enemies are different, so once you I mean, the I don't know. I'm just playing on normal, so I don't know if the game is being nice. They tell you like, oh, there's a quick attack coming. It's like, oh, okay, I can get a quick attack. Even if they tell me ahead of time, I'm still like, I can't figure it out sometimes. So,
Yeah, I heard
but
that
then
the parrying is odd, right? Like it's
yeah, I got
odd
to the point where
timing.
they added like another one. They added like a jump, so there's a parry, jump, and dodge. So
Okay.
you've really gotta, pay attention to what you're doing.
Okay.
But it's good. I think about maybe 5 hours into it, and it's not too bad.
Yeah, because if I recall correctly from the preview that we all watched, they did talk a lot about how they were trying to make an interactive combat system, and one that would make it more fun, but at the same time be challenging. Then kind of the feedback I heard was it's pretty dang challenging. Yet somebody said that it's challenging because the timing isn't like other games. So like I can't remember if they said that you have to like be late or if you have to like way anticipate based off the animation. Like you either have to be really early or really late. I can't remember which one they said, but they said once you get that down, then it becomes easier.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and once you kind of figure out the enemy's path, say you're fighting a boss, constant, and he keeps killing you, and you kind of get the dodge and if you need a dodge or you need to parry, you kind of get that figured out a little bit better. Then it becomes more. It's a little bit easier to go through. But then you get to a new spot where there's new enemies, and you have to kind of relearn the different types. But yeah, it's not too tough, but it's not to the point where it's like unbearable.
The bad news is that I heard that to your point of them taking it easy on you, I heard that like it's really easy, and then from out of nowhere it just spikes up, and then that's the rest of the game.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know.
I haven't got there yet, so that'll be fun.
I'll look forward to hearing from you later this week or next week as to what you think, because that game is on my list. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Do you think it's up there for like game of the year contenders so far?
I mean, as of from January 1st to now, absolutely. Yeah, I think so.
Interesting. Okay, Eric, what is Eric eating tonight?
Liquid sticks.
Yeah, that's right.
I knew it.
Fun dip.
What are you, 8?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
We're celebrating the episode. We're all 8s today.
Did your doctor approve you to eat that?
Yeah, actually, that's a good question.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Hey, Eric's gonna go into a pre-diabetic coma here in about 2 minutes.
How was your week? Do you have a good? Do you play any games this week, sir?
I played Samus Returns, and that's
nice.
I'm still playing that. I'm sucked in, man. That's all I'm playing. It's great.
Cool. On your Nintendo
my brand new 3DS.
3DS. Yeah. Cool. Not playing it on the Switch, huh?
Nope.
Isn't it on the Switch?
I'm sure it is.
Okay, your brother's here. Alikarin, what's going on, man? Expedition 33 is easily game of the year. Just fantastic design and vision throughout. I have hit that difficulty spike, and you just have to change it up strategy-wise to make it doable. It's a reasonable spike.
Okay.
Is it too hard for Travis?
No.
Someone needs to order spare ribs while we're at it. Yeah, could you add the spare ribs? Might go good with that candy. Eric,
I could see low and slow fun dip ribs.
And Jokade, what's going on, man? Thanks for the short today. Looks like you got your cartridge that Dathan sent you from signed by was it Wozniak? Or no, who's the guy that did
Warshaw.
Yeah, he's eating candy.
Fun dip. I'm eating fun dip.
Yeah.
The color changing kind and that.
That's frightening.
He's gonna be jumping off the walls here.
Mm-hmm.
Travis, how are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you.
Play any more Indiana Jones?
I did.
Seems
yeah.
like you were complaining about the female sidekick
Yeah, Gina.
character earlier in the week.
Yeah, usually in these games, like Eric had said, all the games are exactly the same. It's usually the kid that makes me want to quit playing the game, but in this one, it's Gina.
I didn't think she was that bad. Like,
no, she's annoying.
It's not Gina.
No,
no,
it's annoying. She's annoying. Her accent is annoying too. But other than that, it's pretty fun. I mean, I'm in Egypt and I'm finishing up. I got the warning to like finish everything up before I move on.
okay.
This.
So yeah, I dig it though. It's okay. Yeah,
Nice.
got the it's interesting because once you get the uniform, to difficulty in that game is much more difficult in the beginning of the level, and then it becomes kind of a walk in the park once you get whatever disguises it takes to get you through it. That's an interesting take on difficulty. I mean, I guess that's kind of RPG style where until you gear up, you're basically you're having trouble getting around.
Are you more of doing more of the sneaking like Eric would do, or do you go in guns blazing?
I don't like guns blazing because it alerts everybody to it, and then you're constantly tossing weapons to pick up other things. Like, it doesn't play like a Doom
But there's always
does,
something
right?
there to pick up, right?
Yeah, there is, but I mean, I've done that, but I just don't like it as much as avoiding combat if possible. Which usually in these games, I don't play that style. Usually I do just kill everything and move on, right? But in this one here, actually, I don't like the for being a first-person shooter or a first-person game. I don't think the shooting is all that fun in it. I prefer to just kind of sneak around.
Spoiler alert! Have you fought?
No, don't spoil anything.
In Egypt, have you got to the part where you have to fight the giant, the blind giant that's in the cave in the dark?
No,
Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
I haven't gotten there yet.
Chris,
Yeah,
did you play that?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, all right. I won't try to.
I was going to say to your point, Travis, it does, when you get those outfits, it does make the game so much easier.
Yeah, I mean, as far as exploring goes, right, and even your plot, just like plot furthering, right. But the first plot you get involves you basically running for it, getting to the point, and then often then you kind of stumble on, oh, here's an outfit, and then you're, oh, okay, well then that would have gotten me through all of that a lot easier.
Yeah.
So, which is fine. I mean, I guess it's kind of it makes sense story-wise. You wouldn't just have those things handed to you straight off. You got to go find them, right? But it is funny that they don't make that an actual plot. Like they don't make that a sub-quest. You just kind of stumble upon them, then you're like, oh, okay, now I can dress up like a Nazi. Now everybody thinks I'm their friend.
Or a fascist.
So, yeah. Oh, yeah. They call them Nazis though in this too, or a fascist, right? Yeah.
Well, in the Vatican, they were fascists, and then I think when you get to Egypt is where the actual like Nazis are hanging out.
Yep. No, that is correct. But yeah, so I enjoy that. Other than that, I haven't really played anything. Yeah, just that game is all that there has.
You didn't return it, so
no, I already returned it once. I did return Blueprints.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I returned it. It's out.
Oh no.
Yeah.
So stupid. I hate this one. Good for you.
If you ever want to know how it ends, I can let you know.
I'll buy it again, I think, when I'm bored and want a more casual game. But yeah, it was just sitting there. So I was like, let's tell everybody they're wrong. So it's too bad though. I can't return Grand Theft Auto 6 for a while. So
yeah, well, we'll talk about that a little bit. You won't be able to do that till next year,
if we're lucky.
I was playing PlayStation earlier today, and I took a video clip of me playing MLB The Show, and I just wanted to share it real quick.
Nice. The Cubs against the Ducks.
Yeah, that's my team. My son wanted me to be the Ducks.
Yeah.
Ellie De La Cruz, famously a duck.
I got him leading off. So first pitch, home run. All right, so let's watch that. All right, now I'm on to my next guy. And I don't know if I've ever done this before. And I'm playing the computer, obviously, but this is pretty cool.
1-1.
Yeah, don't go with that pitch. So I already just hit one home run, right?
Yep.
All right, here's number 2. We're back to back right now.
Same place.
Yep. All right, now I got Ken Griffey Jr. Boom. First pitch.
Yeah, I remember when he played for the Ducks.
Yeah.
Right.
That's pretty impressive at his age.
Hey, Gallagher guy, how's it going?
And then, okay, here's Cal Raleigh, big dumper. Is this first pitch? Yep, first pitch.
It's home run derby.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. But I still got one more guy here. Well, I actually have no outs still. But I think this is it.
Wow.
Boom, baby. That one was long, 434. Anyway, I just wanted to share that really quick. I was like, all right, that got me going.
Mm-hmm.
Today, let's see. I want to talk about Xbox raising prices. We're going to talk about GTA 6 being delayed. And I want to get into it about Andor because I am completely caught up. And
I still haven't seen an episode yet, so don't get too far into it.
Holy catfish!
Yeah.
But yeah, what's going on, Gallagher guy? Yep, we did make it to episode 69. So, whatever that means. Did Donald Duck get the save? I don't think I needed the save. I blew the Cubs out big time. All right. Eric, Travis, what's your names on Discord?
My name's Eric. Pretty sure my
I
name's
think it's
Eric.
Travis, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's trying to.
If you can give out your social security number and credit card information,
yeah, he's trying to
too,
sign you
that's
up
what
for
he-
some kind of scam here.
Yeah. We're all
Maybe
in the
message
Discord.
him on the Discord. You don't have to give it out right now.
Yep.
All right. So, when did, I guess it's been a month. We knew Switch was raising prices on their games. And we've had the Trump tariffs and then, other stuff going on. This dropped, when did this happen? I think this came out on Wednesday. Microsoft announced this. So they're raising prices all around the board. And, the hardware, I'm not too pissed about. I mean, I think it's not a good sign for when we have the next generation of Xbox come out. It's going to get really expensive. But the thing I want to key in here is it talks about the games. I thought it talked about the games.
I see no games.
No, they didn't have games on the list. A lot of people were saying GameStop and everybody else was saying it was going to be $80.
Yeah, I guess I pulled
But
it.
but nowhere did Microsoft specifically say in their update that game prices were going up.
Oh,
because they don't even talk about Game Pass
That's what I
going
was
up in
wondering
price
about,
either.
right?
I bet you Game Pass is going to go up in price, though.
But if games are going to be $80, even if Game Pass is $25 a month, it's still a good deal right now. There's so many good games out there that it's worth it.
Even if they raise the price on Game Pass, so what is it? $20 a month now.
Yeah. Well, that's why I said if they make it $25 a month, even at that, I mean, right now there's so many good games on there that it's worth it.
Yeah, I mean, they're raising the price of the games from 70 to 80. Is that right? So,
Rumored, yeah.
yeah, if you play 2 games, you save $20 versus roll 15, even if they added 5 per month.
It's crazy too. I think I can't remember a generation of hardware where the prices have gone up as we've gone along, like this one.
It's almost as if there's unnatural forces at work to raise prices. But let's
Right.
not talk about it.
But it's beyond beyond the Trump stuff. Like
it's also, if you think about it too, the gaming industry as a whole in probably the last 5 years is seeing exponential profit margins come in, and they are just firing developers like crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you have so much revenue coming in, and yet they're getting rid of all these people that have been there helping them get that revenue.
Well, I don't know if there's Microsoft did have I posted Microsoft's revenue results in the Discord earlier this week too, but I think Microsoft's doing well, but I'm not sure about these little companies. And I think a lot of these companies hired maybe too much right after the pandemic because there was a boom right then, and now after that there was a lull. People stopped playing games because people went back to work. But now, if the prices increase on these machines, are we going to see? Maybe this is just the beginning. We haven't seen what PlayStation's going to do yet. Are we going to see like a real drop in current video games because no one can afford to play them? I don't know. What do you guys think?
What, didn't the pre-sales for Nintendo Switch sell out in
They
seconds?
Did. So maybe it doesn't matter.
So who are these people who can't afford things? Who are we talking about? Not them.
Not us, obviously, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I mean that, but supply and demand will ideally will regulate this.
Unless we're in a completely fraudulent market.
Unless we're in a fraudulent market.
Yeah, getting greedy as AF during an already tough stretch for consumers.
Oh yeah,
isn't it good, Chris? You got your Doom the Dark Ages controller, because that would have been the limited edition. Would have been $89.99 instead of $79.99.
I got that in yesterday, and that is a great controller.
Darn it!
I don't know why. It boggles my mind that Microsoft for the last few years has been putting those custom controllers like the Deadpool controller and everything up as part of some kind of contest, but they haven't been selling them.
Right.
I mean, sometimes I sit there and I just think, for as greedy as they are, they're not the smartest executives running these companies, because when people are like, hey, here's money, I'm trying to throw it at you, and instead they're like, no, we don't want your money right now.
We're not going to give you what you want.
Hey, Dathan, what was the price of the PlayStation 5 Pro?
$600.
So that's going to be the same price as an Xbox Series X here?
I guess so. Looks like it.
So, geez, I think you gotta, if PlayStation doesn't increase their prices, I think you got to go with the PlayStation 5 Pro, I guess. But
you got to go with the Xbox Series X 2 terabyte Galaxy Special Edition.
I mean, is anybody really surprised by this? I'm not.
That's all the same.
Everything's Xbox Series X 2 terabyte Galaxy Special Edition.
You guys do remember in 2006 that the PS3 was $600 when it came out. That was almost 20 years ago.
I didn't buy a PS3.
When the PS3 came out, it was $600. So this is nothing new.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not surprised. You know, I'm actually waiting for Nintendo to raise the price of the Switch 2 in about a month, and see what. And you know, that's probably going to happen.
Yeah.
Okay, according to Wikipedia, the original price of the Atari 2600 was $189.95, equivalent to $990 today.
Well,
yeah, I mean, I hate to say it. I'm sitting here as a PC gamer looking at this and thinking this doesn't
Why?
touch the cost of my hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah, but everything's an Xbox, Travis.
I know. That's what's so
Yeah.
impressive is that I could go get a PC for only a 2 terabyte Galaxy Special Edition PC Xbox for only $729.99. That's like half the price of the video card I have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
baby.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I mean, yeah, I think I'm kind of in like Dathan, where it's like, just to me, it's not news. Now, what's sad is that little Tammy, she's only going to be able to have 2 Xbox Special Edition, Xbox Series X 2 terabyte Galaxy Special Editions this year instead of 7.
Uh-huh.
That's the sad part, But I did hear our fearless leader Trump say that in his little fireside chat the other day, so he understands.
What about little Timmy, who's, I don't know, let's say Timmy's 12 or 13 years old or whatever, and his parents can maybe only afford one that's a couple $100 or something. Maybe he doesn't have a console already.
Well, I mean, I think
Is he out of luck? Like,
I think
he's gonna have to get a second job.
No, I think I'm going to say what's on the mind of every adult that it belongs to a podcast and broadcasts a podcast about gaming. When I say that little Timmy should actually just go outside and play, and not sit all day on the couch playing video games. That's what kids are supposed to do.
Yeah.
Or Travis, he waits 20 years to buy that system.
Yeah,
Just
that's right.
go.
Yeah.
Just go to the side quest.
Oh, no.
Get a job, Timmy.
Pick it up for $200.
I hear in Florida, like you can they want to have kids under 14 or whatever start working. So maybe he'll be good there. But anyway,
But I
You
don't
can have
know.
social media, but you can have a job.
I actually
Exactly.
don't even looking at what they were. I guess that it's because I've been making the argument with my friends that why would you build a PC when you can have PlayStation 5s, Xbox Series X's, for a fraction of the cost of what it would cost to build? Right? Like I've been wondering that for quite some time.
Yeah. Well, when we were talking this week about building a PC,
Yeah.
what Xbox accessories would be available to me to simulate to build a flight sim rig? Does that exist for Xbox?
you can.
I don't know.
You can get the joystick for sure, but
Sure, but like the
I think
VR, the joystick, the
there is no
HOTAS,
VR.
throttle,
There is for PlayStation 5 though.
the pedals, like
There is a pedal. You can get a pedal, and you can get a throttle. That's about it.
Yeah.
Because they do have some stuff for Microsoft Flight Simulator.
respect, Zion, respect. Work for
But
the
yes,
NES.
Eric, your place in gaming culture is to be the person who plays the games nobody does.
Yeah, that's right.
And so
no.
I mean, you're kind of not the target market
No.
for Xbox or
absolutely not.
PlayStation. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with being in that spot. It's an interesting spot to be in. But yeah, it's like you go grab the edge use cases for the stuff, and so that's why PC gaming is good for you, for sure.
Guys, so if I guess I should pull it back up here. If the Xbox Series X is going to be $600, what's the price of their next console going to be, though?
Well, didn't the prices, you guys would know way better than me, but don't they kind of stay the same? Like, isn't it usually from generation to generation that they kind of stay about at that price point when they announce the new ones?
Maybe. Well, the Nintendo Switch 2 is more expensive than the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, but Nintendo, I thought, was kind of known for, especially with the games, right? Charging a premium for stuff, right?
Well, Nintendo with their systems has been known to be less than the competitors. So when it comes to comparing it to Xbox and PlayStation, Nintendo's always been under whatever they sell for.
Okay.
So, but typically, like Microsoft, Sony have kept their prices throughout the entire generation of the system, whereas Nintendo will drop the price of the system at some point. But their games, it's kind of an opposite reaction with Nintendo games. Their prices stay constant.
Yeah.
Whatever they release them at, that's what they're at their entire life. Whereas Microsoft and Sony, their games always drop in price.
And there's very rarely a sale for Nintendo's first-party games. Yeah.
So, I honestly don't know. I mean,
Start mowing some lawn.
It could even be the next generation. There is no console. Switch 2 may be the last generation of game consoles we see.
Wouldn't that be sad?
Because Microsoft, everything's an Xbox. So
that's true.
Next generation, it may not be a console they release. They just may be like, look, here's the newest update for your Amazon Fire Stick TV to play Xbox on.
How long does the battery last on that Nintendo 3DS, Eric? Like
it chugs along for a while. I want to say at least 6 hours.
Are you going to be able to have it last another 20, 30 years?
I don't know about this one, but my SP works just fine. So.
I used to have an SP. Those are good ones.
Yeah, I was going to say with the 3DS, if you keep the 3D off, you can probably go about 8 hours of playtime on that.
Yeah, but for Samus Returns, man, the 3D is so good. It's so good.
Yeah, you kind of need it.
You don't need it. It's just really good.
No, you kind of need it. That's the whole point of 3DS.
It's really good. You have to hold it just in the right spot. Once you do, it's very good.
That's not much different than normal VR now.
Sure.
Yeah.
Eric, have you done VR yet?
Yeah, we did a Game On Expo.
Oh, okay. Mike Hockerts, Xbox hasn't marketed a new console since the 360. Everything since has been handled just as revised hardware, and that's why it's all been secondary at best.
I think I agree with that. Yeah. I mean, I haven't been excited about, like, I had a 360 and then I didn't get excited about anything else that they've had. That's why I don't have anything.
Yeah, and saying Spirit's got a point too. So.
You just need a subscription and you can download all you need.
Joe K, just play your Atari, man. Don't even worry about what we're talking about. Well, didn't the Jaguar, wasn't that pretty expensive when it came out?
Yeah, that was a very expensive machine.
Yeah, I remember seeing that in the store. That and like the Panasonic 3DO. Yeah. It's like way expensive.
Yeah, if I'm remembering correctly, the Jaguar was actually more expensive than the 3DO. If I remember correctly, I remember seeing it because Dave, my brother, used to work at Fred Meyer's when those two.
Yeah, they all had those little kiosks where you could play it.
Play them. Yeah, he worked at the electronics section too. So
nice. It didn't have that many games though.
No. So. It did have Star Control 2. The 3DO did. So you can play Star Control 2 on the 3DO.
That's cool.
I don't rent it, but you could.
No, the price is going up. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but I think what he's wanting to know is it over the average percentage of inflation.
Yeah.
I don't think, as far as like game pricing and consoles go, I don't think they've really kept up with inflation.
Things are lower. Like I said, the 2600 opened at $990 today.
Yeah.
It would be $990 today.
But the Jaguar, though, Eric, launched at $249, which would have been equivalent of about 500 in 2024.
Oh, really?
Was it
Yeah.
only 249? I felt like it
That's
was more than that.
Well, 249.99. Sorry.
Oh,
Yeah,
It
I
was
thought
a
it was
lot.
more than that too, but I think that it's actually because the marketing that Atari did at the time, if I recall correctly, made it seem like a pretty premium sort of thing.
yeah.
Yeah, you want the console though? 1991, the CDI launched at $1,000, roughly $2,300 today.
Yeah, there you go.
Hey, Mike Hawkerts, he finally picked up College Football 25. He got it both for $10 and $5 today. Good job, bud.
Mhm.
Well, I'm curious what the other than new rosters, what else they're gonna do for that game. Probably not much, but we'll buy it. Let's see. In other words, the Atari 2600 was $189 in 1978, which is equivalent to $1,000 today. That's static to today, no?
Static. I guess I don't know what you mean by static. As inflation goes up, that price will go up. Yeah.
Best Buy had the sale. Okay. Did you buy the physical copies? You must have. I don't think those are cheaper digitally. Anyway, all right. Enough economics, but I guess we'll go into this now too. GTA 6 has been delayed. And I was reading an article too earlier that I guess a lot of people were expecting this. Speed in the Discord was saying that every Grand Theft Auto game since Grand Theft Auto 3 apparently has been delayed at some point. So this is nothing new. But yeah, I don't know. I'm a little disappointed I'm not going to be playing it this year. You guys have any thoughts on this?
I wasn't a big fan of Grand Theft Auto 5, so
Oh, you weren't?
no.
What are you talking? That's an amazing game.
I didn't like the three character storyline that was going on where you got to pick. It was like I wanted to play as just one character, and so I think it was Michael, the one that lived in the mansion
in the nice house. Yeah,
I didn't like him. I wanted to play as the crazy Trevor guy that was voiced by Stephen Oog.
Right.
Or Og. I wanted to play solely as him, so I didn't like the 3 storyline. But I mean, the game wasn't bad. It's just I think as Grand Theft Auto has kind of tried to be more like realistic with their graphics and everything. It's just not as much fun to play. I want to just go out and like shoot things up and blow them up. So
what an ugly thing to say.
Dathan, do you have any thoughts on it? You were going to play GTA 6, right?
Absolutely not.
Really?
I don't care about GTA.
What
I
an
never
ugly
have.
thing to say.
Never have. Never. This is.
I'm in the same boat as Dathan. Yeah.
This is a.
Am I the only one here that was like disappointed? Come on.
This is a conversation piece. How much should we? Are we going to play the prices right? The over under. How much it's going to cost?
Yeah, that part's true.
It's
right?
going to be $100.
Do that with $80.
Yeah. It's going to be $100.
I'm thinking it's going to be 99 digital and 120 physical.
But you guys aren't going to buy it?
If they put it at 120 and you're a 13-year-old boy who is really excited about Grand Theft Auto because that's all that cares about it, you would just go steal it, right? Like, isn't that kind of you put your money where your mouth is on that whole thing?
It's the ethos of the game. That's what the developers would want.
I know. I think so, right? It's like steal this book, steal this game.
Yeah.
If you price it that high. Yeah.
I don't care. I mean, for people that, it sucks for people that have to wait longer to play it. I mean, that sucks for you guys. But I mean, there are other things that I'm going to want to play. I mean, PAX East is next week, so they're going to have a bunch of indie games and a bunch of new stuff is going to be announced for that. So
I'll take it a step further than you, Dathan, and I'll say that I actually did the round on the game media sites to read the disappointment of the people so that I could take joy in it. I dislike Grand Theft Auto that much.
Wow.
Yeah. I just sat and I chuckled as I read them cry about how they're not going to be able to play it this year.
Dang, I didn't expect you guys to be so negative about this game. Jeez.
It's a negative game.
I'm not negative about it. I just don't care. I
haven't even tried Red Dead Redemption because it was made by the Grand Theft Auto peeps. And they keep saying it's like
games.
Grand Theft Auto. So I'm like, I'm out.
I never beat Red Dead Redemption 2, but I definitely went all the way through Red Dead 1, and amazing game. Seriously. Like, the stuff they do, the open world in the Old West.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, you get to go down to Mexico with your horse, and it's like the storyline is very good. Very good.
I know some non-gamers who got hooked by that game, and now that's their favorite. So,
yeah, there's a lot of people I know who love Red Dead Redemption 2.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully they do a 3.
I couldn't get into it, so there's something about Rockstar Games that lately I just haven't been able
Chris,
to.
I remember going over to your place and playing GTA 4.
GTA 4 was amazing.
I remember watching that was the one where you were the Russian guy and you were walking around. It wasn't called New York, but Vice City. No, it wasn't Vice City. It was whatever the Rockstar version of New York was. But I remember going over to your place, and your brother was there, I'm pretty sure, and watching you play that game.
Yeah, I loved Grand Theft Auto 4. 5.
So how do you know you'll hate Grand Theft Auto 6?
I don't know I'm going to hate it. I'm just saying that I'm not interested in. I'm not.
It just turned you off so much, you're just done with it.
I'm not disappointed in a delay on Grand Theft Auto 6. That's the easiest way to say it.
I see what you're saying.
There's
fair enough.
Nothing disappointing about it being delayed.
So stupid. I hate this.
Man, all right. I'm afraid to ask what does get you guys excited.
So here's
Balatro.
Here's the funny one.
Yeah, baby.
I liked Mafia and Mafia 2.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you start a racket in order to extort the company who was selling you the game in order to get it for free? Because that's kind of the ethos.
The Mafia game.
Yeah.
No, I didn't return it. But I liked those games at the time that they came out. Yeah, I liked those games at the time that they came out. I did play Grand Theft Auto 3 and 4. I just didn't like them. I didn't like the story. I didn't like the characters. I just didn't like it.
For the retro gamers, did you play Grand Theft Auto 1 and 2? Eric must have played that, right? On the PC.
Nope.
Where it was
I remember it around, but I was never interested in it.
I remember playing that in high school. In class.
Nice.
In computer class.
Mm-hmm. I was busy with Scorched Earth.
Okay.
Oh, I love that game.
Mm-hmm. It's awesome. Worms before worms.
Yep.
Oh, before I get into Andor, I wanted to share this. My wife found this. Maybe I don't know. So I guess this has been making the rounds on social media. So, but when you're buying a Switch 2, you guys, if you go on eBay or I'm guessing this is eBay. Just be sure you know who you're buying from.
Yeah.
Because
they do that with video cards. Yeah, they do that with video cards.
You're purchasing he has an important disclosure. You're purchasing a black and white printed picture of my Nintendo Switch 2 pre-order confirmation with sensitive information redacted to it. You will not receive a console. You will receive a black and white printed picture of my order confirmation. Photo will be tri-folded to fit in a normal envelope. No returns, no refunds, no scalping on this side. Uh, and there's a thing that says other people have bought this. One has already sold,
God.
and I think I had the price was $500 or whatever. So they thought they got a good deal, or I don't know. That's crazy. So they're just gonna get a piece of paper. I don't know if they can fight
And
this
how
or
much were
not.
they? How much are they selling this one for?
I think it was 500.
Oh, because
It's
I'd
on my
seen one
phone
the other
somewhere.
day that was 2,000,
Wow.
and so yeah, don't if you can't weren't able to get a pre-order in, don't buy these systems off of eBay. All
Watch
of them
what
right now.
make sure Alikrian's not doing anything shady over there with all his pre-orders he's got.
Don't eBay is. I'm sure it's a good place for some people who can get the stuff they're looking for, but you got to really read descriptions and pay attention.
Dathan buys a lot of stuff on eBay, don't you?
Sometimes. I did last
Yeah.
week. I sell some stuff too. I sold some Transformer books last week.
Do you put some interesting things in the fine print?
No.
Oh, okay.
I try to be as transparent as possible with descriptions and pictures, and there's a limit to how many pictures you can put on each thing. It's like 24, and I put 24 on there so that people know what they're getting.
Oh, nice saying, Spirits. I'm glad you get your you gave me your bank account number. Whatever gets you that Switch 2, man. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's you got to watch it some places. Just pay attention to what you're buying. Ooh, 2 available. Sweet. I want my black and white printed picture.
All right. I want to talk about Andor. Who here has watched it?
What
And
part?
happy May Star Wars May the 4th this weekend, you guys.
I'm
still
up to
gotta finish the first
episode 3 on season 2. I finished episode 3 last night.
Okay, cool.
That's where I'm at.
I'm at the beginning of episode 3.
Dathan, have you seen some Transformers comic book
I
compendium?
did see that. I passed on that because it was very expensive for what it was. It was, I think the paperback ones were okay, but the hardcover novels were, I think, 300 minimum, I think. And then there's different tiers and everything, but I was gonna pull the trigger on it, but I decided to pass because I already have all the original comics as it is. So I had to pass on this one.
You know who's always sharing this kind of stuff is Adam on Twitter, Dark Empire. He is searching Kickstarter all the time for these kind of things, and he's backing them all.
Yeah, he's originally sent me the links to all of it.
It's crazy. I'm curious. I'd really love to see like what he's got, because
I know he has the G.I. Joe one, because I was asking him about it, if it's worth it. He said he has like the high end G.I. Joe, and I think he got because there's different the way they named the tiers. It was like Bumblebee was like a regular tier, but Unicron was the mega tier. That was the big one. And I think he got the one below that. I think it was the Optimus Prime one or something like that. But yeah, he went kind of all out on that.
There we go. All right. Okay, Chris, have you watched Andor?
I came with you to be.
I got to finish the first season, but I was going to wait for the second to get done beforehand, so then I could just binge them.
Yeah, I'm the crazy guy. Like, I didn't watch Andor season 1 until just last week, but I pushed through, and I'm completely caught up now. So, all right, guys, this is this is the Star Wars like I've been waiting on like for a long time.
Didn't we talk about this a long time ago, saying this was how great this show was?
Maybe we did, and I didn't
I
listen
don't
to
know.
you.
I can't remember. Eric, do you remember the conversation happening?
What an ugly thing to say.
I haven't watched Daredevil either. That'll be the next thing I'll have to watch. But I can't remember. Like, what's the last Star Wars that was good? And I guess it was Rogue One.
So there's Andor season 1, and they're on season 2 right now, which goes right into Rogue One, and that's it.
Right.
They're not making a season 3.
Right, which is sad. Yeah, we already know Andor is gonna die, and
Spoilers, dude.
yeah. Maybe is there time travel in Star Wars? Can he like save himself? And I don't know. Can we? They need to figure that out.
Well, I'm sure Disney will add it at some point because they'll want to. But canonically, Star Wars has never had time travel. I don't think.
Yeah, I guess they haven't. There's no Infinity Gauntlet. Okay, Eric's got to reset his modem.
That's what happens when you buy that modem you have. I don't know.
What an ugly thing to say.
Season 2 is starting out just like season 1, where it kind of takes just a little bit to kind of beef up into everything. It's very kind of politics heavy, I guess, at the beginning, and then it starts to get into the actual like main story, and the action starts to pick up.
Right. Season 2, there hasn't been that much action.
Not yet.
Episode 3, there was some pretty good scenes with him and his TIE fighter.
Mm-hmm.
But then episodes 4, 5, and 6, I guess I'm the only guy that's watched it. It's a slow build, and in episode 6, it seems like just a lot of stuff is unraveling for all the characters, and they're having a hard time dealing with stuff, and it's very layered. And then, but at the end, one of the characters gets some good revenge from season 1, which was very satisfying. Yeah, I'm curious if the next couple episodes will have more action, but I'm not complaining about it. Like, I feel like
didn't they change? Wasn't it Bail Organa in this one?
Yes, it is a new actor in it.
It's but Benjamin Bratt looks similar to the guy that played him before.
He looks fine. Yeah. He just has a brief role in episode 6 where he says hi to Bail Organa, or to Mon Mothma.
Yeah,
they go to this big ball.
A lot of people were talking about how it was, since they couldn't get him back because he's filming something else, that the casting was actually perfect for switching out.
Yeah. And Mike Hawkerts, if they could do that, I would be down. I hate episode 8 and episode 9. I'm the guy that doesn't like. I think episode 8 is worse than episode 9. No, I'll take that back. I don't know. 9 is pretty bad. I can't watch it.
I am Emperor Palpatine. I didn't die in Star Wars Episode 6. I've just been living on this other planet making clones of myself.
They haven't had the droid yet come on, K2SO from Rogue One, so I'm assuming Andor's going to get him in the next couple episodes and reprogram him. So because when he comes on Rogue One, he's on, when that movie first starts, he's like, Andor's got him already. So I wonder if they're going to do that story of how he reprograms him or something.
See, and I'm wondering if I should watch Rogue One, like finish Andor season 1 and 2, and then go back and rewatch Rogue One.
That's what I'm going to do.
Since I haven't seen it since it was in the theaters.
Yeah.
Well, my wife hasn't seen Rogue One, and so she's been watching Andor with me. So, not trying not to spoil anything with what's going on. So yeah, that's the plan, is to watch Rogue One as soon as we're done with Andor, because Rogue One movie was
I need to rewatch it, because I remember in Rogue One they're doing their Mission Impossible thing where they're going onto this planet to steal the Death Star plans, but then the fleet shows up and it like totally f's up their whole plan. Like they barely get in there, their shield goes up, and now they're in a shitload of stuff trying to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And if the Rebel Alliance hadn't gone in there and did that, they would have probably got out no problem. Uh-oh. Well, sorry, but I guess you're we'll talk to you next week.
He must have
Eric didn't want to talk about Star Wars.
Comcast, that network is so great.
Yeah, you got to pay your bill, buddy.
Yeah, I don't know. It's interesting. I almost want to finish Andor season 1, 2, watch Rogue One, and then go back to episode 4.
They need to hire this writer for more stuff. And this is crazy too. Like Disney, this is Disney Star Wars, and it's good. Oh, he's back. Yeah. Eric, Disney Star Wars, it's good. Like, how's that possible?
What do you mean, how's it possible?
I didn't think anything Disney Star Wars could be good.
Mandalorian season 1 was good. Ahsoka's fine.
It was all right.
Rogue One was Disney Star Wars. That was good.
Oh, I guess it was.
It's Tony Gilroy is the writer.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They need to get that guy on more projects. Maybe he doesn't want to do anything more with them. I don't know.
He probably wants to do what he wants to do.
Also, the fleet shows up and saves their ass. The fleet doesn't.
It's been a long time since I just remember the fleet, though it messed it up. Though
it didn't mess it up. Without the X-wing support, they would have been toast on the beach, man.
Oh, okay.
And then the Admiral Radish, without spoiling anything, strategies helped a great deal to get the message out. Yeah, they needed to be there. Fleet needed to be there, or else they're all dead.
Are you all out of Fun Dip?
I did get some fruit strips.
Ooh.
And bits, which is really just like shredded fruit roll-up, which is nice. I like it.
Tony Gilroy.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys are in the mood to watch some of his finer writing, in 1992 he made a little movie you guys probably have seen many times called The Cutting Edge.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
A romance between a figure skater and a injured ice hockey player.
Yep. He also he wrote The Great Wall with Matt Damon.
Oh, did he?
Yeah,
He did like all the
Yeah.
Bourne movies, right?
He did all the Bourne movies. Michael Clayton. He wrote Armageddon. So,
The Bruce Willis one?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't know that he wrote that.
Well, he adapted it. So it's based
Okay.
on somebody else.
He wrote the
work.
scene where they're doing the animal crackers on the girl's belly.
I don't know if that scene was written by anybody. I think that might have been a
Think that was improv?
I think that was an old Michael Bay. Hey guys, I really want to see somebody play with these animal crackers. Show me what you can do, Ben Affleck, with animal crackers.
Actually, looking at his filmography, he did do Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal.
It's a good movie.
Yeah, it was a good movie.
Yeah.
All right. Any final thoughts on Andor, you guys?
I got to watch it. I like your idea, though, of because I didn't really pay a ton of attention to Rogue One, or at least I didn't commit it to memory. I like your idea of watching the whole thing and then jumping into that afterwards.
Well, if you do that, you got to keep rolling. You got to go right into Star Wars.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Chris said, was he might go into episode 4. I've seen those plenty, though.
All right. Here's an idea. So if you got someone you want to introduce them to Star Wars right now, but you want to have them watch everything in sort of order, do you have them watch 4, 5, 6
Machete order?
Yeah, and then go back. Do you have them do 1, 2, 3, then then Andor, then Rogue One, and then maybe do 7, 8, 9?
It depends if you actually want to spend time with a person, because if you're just doing it as like a reason for them to like leave and not come to your house anymore, then you start them off with episode 1.
That's right.
And you act really, really into it. Like you really pump it up as this is awesome.
This wouldn't be
and this is why it all started, right? But you have to find somebody who hasn't seen Star Wars, which oddly enough, I find isn't that hard anymore. Like I do know people that haven't seen Star Wars.
Like the original 3?
Yeah,
Jesus
any of them.
Christ, my God.
Any of them. I mean, it's not like they're, all over the place, but I've got neighbors and people that are acquaintances that are like, oh, I haven't seen them.
Or they're just lying to you.
Yeah, well, that's on them then.
Yeah.
I mean, if that's really what gets them
If you
going.
really want to go all out, what you do is you download all of them to your hard drive, buy editing software, edit them all together from beginning to end with no stopping point at all.
For my kids, though, I told them just to start with episode 4. And then to watch 4, 5, and 6.
You need to have some breaks so you can go to the bathroom.
Just watch it the way that they were made. And because I think that would be pretty jarring for a younger person to go from 1, 2, and 3 and then back to like the production values of 4, 5, and 6.
G-Force Guy thinks episode 3 was the best ever made. I don't know if I agree with you. Eric doesn't agree either.
No, it's clearly episode 8 is the best Star Wars movie. It throws all the conventions out the screen.
No. The whole thing on episode 9 where they got the horses and they're riding on the Star Destroyer. It was bad. It was really bad.
Yeah, no, I would honestly start with.
Oh, thanks.
Start with episode 4. 4, 5, and then you watch, if you want to, 1, 2, 3, and then 6.
Wait. You go 4, 5, and then go 1, 2, 3, and then 6.
Yep.
But you watch the condensed versions of 1, 2, and 3 that are only like 40 minutes. The whole thing's only 40 minutes long, and then you just get back to 6.
So you treat 1, 2, and 3 like it's just a flashback,
like a dream sequence.
Yeah.
Then when do you watch Andor?
Well, I guess in machete order it would be.
It'd be Andor 1, 2.
Andor Rogue One 4.
No. You do 4, 5, flashback to 1, 2, and 3. But in between 2 and 3, you flash back to Andor, condensed. then back to 3. So we got an Inception thing going on. And then just for fun, after that, you watch Inception.
Do you follow that up with Tenet? So you can be really, really confused.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, here's a leaker, and he'll tell you how it is. Episode 3 is GOAT entertainment. None of the other ones beat it in that. I'll gladly explain why you're wrong if you think differently.
You know, episode 3, yeah, I'll have to rewatch it because I thought, if I recall correctly, I thought in the theater it was just a fine time.
No, I'll have to rewatch it too. I haven't seen episode 3 since the theater.
Yeah, since the theater. Yeah. But I remember thinking that it was fine, you know, like I thought that it was fun.
I just remember episode 2.
I remember thinking 3 was better
terrible.
than the other 1 and 2.
Mhm.
Yeah. Like I remember thinking like, okay, 3 really kind of got this right. I felt that way at the time.
Part of the issue for me is the casting in 3 or the 2 and 3. Like the guy that even got to play Anakin, I just takes me out. Oh, okay. Good. I don't know. Yeah, Hayden Christensen. I thought he was not good.
People love him now.
People love him.
Yeah.
You know, he shows up at things and people love him.
People love him now.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to see him enjoying the fandom instead of like people crapping on him. I don't think he deserved that. What happened in the 90s, but yeah, people love him now. He showed up with Samuel L. Jackson at one of the screenings, and that was really cool to watch. You know, the YouTube version of it was really cool to watch.
Yeah, and he seems to really love like the Star Wars fan base and everything.
Sure.
They need to bring back Jake Lloyd.
I don't know if he'll ever come back with the way people treated him.
Yeah.
Didn't he just get arrested?
He got arrested at one point. I don't know if he just literally
Being
got arrested.
a child actor is tough, man.
Yeah, it is.
And I'm not kidding around. A lot of them, it's hard.
There's so few that come out of being child actors or
Hollywood's
normal people.
Hollywood's a messed up place, and being away from your friends and not in school and not around people your age, and it's got to be hard.
Obi-Wan series had the best line ever. Vader, you did not kill Anakin. I did. I don't even remember that.
Yeah, I think that was when he got Obi-Wan like cracks his mask, and he's like, "Anakin, I didn't mean to kill you."
The Obi-Wan series, like,
Bad.
Compared to Andor, it's like Andor is like here, and the Obi-Wan it's not even halfway there.
It's Book of Boba Fett level.
Yeah, Book of Boba Fett.
Hey, Book of Boba Fett had that guy do that really cool spin move and then fire off his gun. You just never saw that in a Star Wars before.
Yeah, the Vespa gang guy. The Vespa hipster.
Yeah.
Spin move.
Yeah. No, I remember us talking about that on the podcast. I don't know, sometime last year. We were analyzing it. We were breaking it down. We paused it.
You got to.
Okay, maybe 5. Just unsub and then come sub back in 5 days. Yeah, thank you.
5 days, man.
Dathan, are you into? You're not so much into Star Wars anymore. Are you you're not interested in?
No, I like Star Wars. I don't like Star Trek. I don't like Star Trek at all.
We're not talking about Star Trek. I'm actually talking about Star Wars today.
I know, but I'm just waiting for you guys can speak your piece, and you guys, and that's fine.
I've got another bag. If you want to come over, I've got another bag.
Another bag of Lickamaid?
No, I'm out.
I think Star Wars, it's to each their own. You know, just like any other movie, and you know, there's gonna be people that are gonna do on every. You know, they're gonna nitpick every aspect of everything, and I enjoy the movies.
Like us, yeah.
I enjoy the movies. I think they're good. They're fun to watch. It's fun to, you know, obviously the more recent trilogy is not as popular and good as the OG trilogy. You know,
for as opinionated as I am about Star Wars, I do think it is a big tent. Star Wars should be a big tent. And of course, what I mean by that is it's a huge galaxy. It's a huge world to tell stories in. There should be stories you could tell to appeal to different groups of people, right? Mm-hmm. There should be Andor's adult Star Wars. There should be a place for us to watch that kind of Star Wars. And Skeleton Crew is kids Star Wars. There should be a place for kids to watch kids Star Wars, and you know, everything in between. Like it's a big place to tell lots of stories, and that's fine. I don't have to like all of them.
Are they going to do horror movie Star Wars?
That would be they had a book, Death Crew.
Are they going to do musical Star Wars?
They did in the Christmas special, didn't they? Didn't that have a song in it?
Eric and I were kind of loosely entertaining the idea of going to Star Wars Celebration in a couple of years down in California.
Where is it at? Is it going to be in Disneyland?
Los Angeles. Like the Los Angeles convention. They used to have it in Anaheim, but then they moved it to the convention center, I guess.
Yeah.
So yes, I am a Star Wars guy, much more than shitty Star Trek any day of the week.
Same here.
Any day. I don't know too many people that are big Star Trek fans on the podcast here at all.
Hey, I did see. What's that Washington SummerCon that's coming up?
Yeah,
there's a couple big Star Trek stars are going to be there. So, geez, I might have to go now. See that?
I don't pay attention to the Star Trek people.
They also just announced too. Maybe I should pull up their website. One of the actresses that's in Andor is going to be there now too.
Yeah, I saw that.
So I guess she's a relatively new actor.
Let's see who's going to be there.
Denise Richards is not there, so don't worry, guys.
You got Jerry Ryan and William Shatner. There's your Star Trek people.
No, I've already gotten William Shatner's autograph and photo. I was gonna get Jerry Ryan and Robert Picardo.
Robert Picardo, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's Pauly Shore's gonna be there. That's every reason to go now.
Dathan, do they have I've never been there. Is it just like Rose City where they do the photo ops and the autographs, that kind of thing?
Yeah, it's so this will be, I think it is like my 5th year going there. And they change it up every single year, but it's in a big, huge, like a big fairgrounds like building, and it's basically separated where they have, you know, your vendors, and then they have the autographs and all that stuff on the one end. So it's kind of like Rose City in a sense, but I think Rose City has more space. But this place does not. So this year I think it's going to be pretty bad. I think the lines are going to be terrible, especially with the the Daredevil cast being there, and the X-Men cast is going to be there, and obviously your Star Trek people are going to be there.
So as much as you dislike Star Trek, Dathan, Terry Hatcher, 1998. There for an autograph and photo op.
Is she there?
Yeah. I'm asking. In 1998, Terry Hatcher is at the convention. Would you pay for the photo op autograph thing?
In 1998, if it was there?
Yeah. If it's Terry Hatcher, 1998, transported now to modern convention.
Oh.
Probably. I think I'd be.
I mean, I did watch Lois and Clark,
Yep.
Superman show.
Yeah. You can blame her for something else. You can blame another TV show for why you do it. That's totally game.
Yeah.
But she'd be there because it's Star Trek, you know. She got the little blue thing on and all this stuff.
Yeah.
You know, she's got that little pin there, and that's going to be your photo, but it's still going to be Terry Hatcher from 1998.
And Eric and I just saw Don Bluth at Game On down there. He was there, and it's very Ninja Turtle heavy too. They're bringing a bunch of the Ninja Turtle cast also.
1998.
Looks like also Cobra Kai. A lot of
Cobra Kai. Yeah, it's like the.
Yeah, no, I'm asking. 1998, Terry Hatcher is at the convention. Would you pay for the photo op?
Where is that audio coming from?
That was me. I was catching
Probably
up.
Eric. Yeah.
Oh, I was like, where is? I'm hearing Travis talk, but he's not talking.
But I think if you really want to have fun, Bret the Hitman Hart's going to be there. Just go talk to him about Goldberg and how much he loves him.
There's a ton of Daredevil people going to be there.
Yeah.
Nope, Stephen Baldwin.
Christopher McDonald.
Shooter McGavin's going to be there.
That's cool.
Yeah.
He was actually in Star Trek.
Was he?
By the way. Yeah. Star Trek The Next Generation, Yesterday's Enterprise, Season 3. Cobra Kai people. Okay, I know Bret the Hitman Hart, but I don't. Paul Wright.
You don't know the Big Show?
The Big Show. He looks a little smaller. And hey, you could get Cal Dodd's autograph again.
Well, and you got the 4 voice actors for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, they like I said, this is probably my 5th year going, and this is the most amount of guests that they've had at this show. So
there's a shit ton of guests.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
It is a lot.
Announcements coming through, still coming. Oh, okay. There's photo ops.
Photo ops.
How much are the photo ops going to be? Do I dare click on? Should we do a guessing?
Click on William Shatner.
He's got to be at least 200.
I'm thinking more like 285.
All right. Any other one? Any other guesses, you guys?
No, I was going to say. I was going to say 200.
I say 150.
$1, Pat.
Oh. Right, let's click on it.
Was it going to say price TBD?
Oh, starting 145.
Hey,
starting.
Yeah, that's
starting.
Weird.
Yeah, if you give him
starting.
If you give him a kiss on the cheek, he drops it down to.
Yeah, if they let you within 2 feet of distance or whatever, it's 350.
Oh, let's see what Bret the Hitman Hart goes for.
Okay,
probably 100. I'd say 100 for Bret. I would guess.
Where is he? Oh, there he is.
I'd say 100 maybe.
I say $20.
No, he's I'd say 100.
100.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, everybody charges for photos, G-Force guy. You want a photo with me? That's a penny.
How much is Jerry Ryan going to be? That's probably the one I'm going to get. 65, not bad.
65.
That's actually pretty good.
That's cheap.
Yeah, what about Robert Picardo?
That's like Natasha Henstridge prices.
What?
Robert Picardo is only 60. Thank you, buddy. Thank you.
Does it say starting at?
It just says, starting from. I don't know what that means.
See, I think starting from thing.
So I think the starting from is they'll do eventually they'll do group photos. So you can get pictures with a few people at the same. You can do like 3 or 4 people in the group. So that's why they have starting at that price.
So those will be cheap.
What's Kingpin going for?
Yeah.
Kingpin? Who's that guy?
Vincent D'Onofrio.
150, I want to say.
There's Charlie Cox. Isn't he Daredevil?
Yeah, he's Daredevil. And
oh, he's not on the list yet.
Yeah, he is.
He is.
Right above Charlie Cox.
Oh, okay. But there he is.
I'd say 150.
I would think that the wrestlers would be cheaper because they do, just
85
normal promo stuff.
That's not bad.
Yeah, but I bet they're charging a lot though. Go look at Brett the Hitman.
He was 100.
He just did. He was.
He was 100. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
$500. He'd pay $500 to get your photo, Travis.
Surprisingly, these photos actually aren't that bad.
What's nuts
compared to other conventions that I've been to.
Yeah. Not only that, but so how you said Brett the Hitman Hart was 100?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Are we gonna have to pay sales tax on these?
Yes, you do have to pay sales tax.
Son of a.
That's why it says
how much
starting.
is all right? Pauly Shore.
Pauly Shore's got to be like $10.
I'd say 50.
50. Yeah.
I'd say
Chris,
40 or $50.
What do you think, Chris?
I don't ever want to be in the same building as Pauly Shore.
$14.99. I got $14.99.
I need you to get a picture with Pauly Shore, Chris.
I got his signature.
60. He's 60.
Quit wheezing the juice.
I got Pauly Shore's signature, and I did not like the way he acted.
Wait, why'd you get his signature?
Because I wanted the weasel at the time. I got it at Wizard World years back.
Oh,
he was there, and he just kind of signed it and told me to get out.
He said, "Get out."
He was telling everybody to move along. Like once he signed, he's just like, "Just go on, don't talk to me."
Wow.
And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, you're not the."
Travis, can you say something to G-Force Guy? He's getting a little depressed here.
What am I supposed to say? What did you get at? Okay, haha, I would pay you $100 for you. $500 for Travis. Only because I don't want him to kill me. Getting me to take a picture with you is more likely to have me kill you than not. So I don't need the $500 that way.
Travis
I just take photos.
He's deceptively what's the word? He's hard to get a hold of. I meet him in person and he's hard to get a photo of.
Yeah, I'm not a big photo guy.
Right.
There's not very many of them of me.
That's why you got to be the paparazzi around Travis. If you're going to get a photo, you got to like jump out from a bush and snap that picture real quick and then jump back into the bush before he catches you.
Yeah. And I also don't pay attention to the sidebar chat as often as I should, G-Force Guy, so I apologize. Mainly because it's just Eric complaining about Comcast and stuff.
Yep.
Especially now when we have so much happening content on the main screen here. Like that's crazy. That list of people that are here, that's nuts.
No,
so,
it's big. Yeah, it's bigger than Rose City Comic Con for sure.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it's going to be interesting to see the closer it gets how many people back out.
How much is Heather Locklear going to be?
60. There's no way that she's more than Jerry. Well, she'll probably want more than Jerry Ryan, but
I say 150. Yes, Comcast does suck, Eric.
No, I'm gonna say 80. 80 for Heather Locklear.
Does Heather Locklear still look good?
Well, I mean, everybody's got.
I'm not on her OnlyFans yet.
There's mileage on all of us,
What does she look like?
Oh, Chris is...
She looks like a woman who's aged and hasn't injected her face with everything under the sun. So,
Jennifer Morrison, I recognize her. She was in Star Trek. It says Star Trek in the Darkness.
You didn't go to tell us the price. Go back. What's Heather Locklear at? We all put in our vote.
Her photo op's not listed.
Oh.
That's why I was looking. It's not here.
Oh, I see.
I wonder if they
she might be playing the long game on the pricing,
Yeah.
Maybe.
I wonder if these people even think about it at all, or if it's just their managers. Like, you're going to sit here, sign some autographs. How much you charging for me? Yeah, keep that to yourself. I'll deal with the cash.
Is John Bernthal? Is he a big star?
The Punisher. Yeah.
Punisher.
Yeah.
I've met him a couple times. I've met him I think 3 or 4 times.
He's not on here yet.
No.
He's a nice guy. He's really cool.
G-Force guy said Heather didn't look good that last night. Okay.
Come on, Travis. That's funny. That's what he says.
I believed him.
They've got to have like a
oh man,
like their artist or not their celebrity area is got to be crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Yeah. So, Dathan, when you see a list this long, does that typically mean that it's going to be like more like just herding cattle straight through? Like, are they going to have it totally dialed in, or is it going to be looser maybe? To where you can actually spend time talking to these peeps.
What I did read, because obviously I follow this convention organization on Instagram and all that stuff, is they're actually going to have groups now. So when you buy an autograph, you buy a photo op, you'll have a group. And so it'll say, hey, group 5, you are ready to come wait in line. Group 2, you can come wait in line and get your picture or get your autograph, stuff like that. So it'll be more, I'm hoping it'll be more of a controlled chaos type scenario. But this is a lot of guests that I haven't seen this many guests at this convention, and they're still gonna announce more. Obviously, usually what they do is they announce one, like the Cobra Kai people, they announce one person from Cobra Kai, and then it was kind of like the snowball. Like they just kept announcing more and more. Same thing with the Daredevil and the X-Men people. So by them announcing the Andor guest, I mean, you can probably kind of see where I'm going with this. They're going to start announcing more and more.
Do they have panels too?
Yes, they have panels, and it's a huge thing. But
this one won't have panels though, right? The SummerCon.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, they'll have panels and stuff. So it's going to be difficult to navigate. So I'm going with a buddy who is also going to be trying to get some autographs and stuff. So
June.
Trying to figure out how we're going to be able to navigate the lines and stuff like that, seeing who he wants to get autographs from and stuff like that. So I don't know. Well, it's going to be interesting.
What are the ticket prices to get in?
I think a weekend pass was $120.
You're going to go the whole weekend?
Yeah, with all the guests, I mean, you kind of have to. I think it's probably going to, if there's no way to be able to get it, everything that you wanted to in one day. And there's some guests that are only there on Saturday, and some are only on Sunday, some are all weekend. So it's going to be I think it's going to be a challenge for this convention.
G-Force guy really likes Eric, but Eric's kind of dropped out because of Comcast.
Yeah, G-Force guy, be nice to Eric because you made him leave.
Well, he says he's his favorite, so hey.
Hey, Meatball Saucy, how you doing, bud? Anyway, all right. Yeah, I think I might have to go to that now.
Yeah.
I don't remember I think I maybe looked at it last year and I didn't see any of the guests that looked that interesting. So we'll see what else they announce. Of course, there'll be people that cancel too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like me, I won't be there.
Who's got their kids in the background? Is that you, Chris?
There are definitely loud voices in the background over here.
There are kids in the background, but whether they're his kids.
Oh, so.
All right. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we go?
I got nothing. I'm gonna watch Thunderbolts on Sunday.
Nice.
We're going Sunday to see it too.
Nice.
I'm going to see Surfer Saturday night.
Ooh, okay.
The new Nicolas Cage one. So,
is there a night you don't go to see a movie?
yeah, Thursday night.
Oh, Thursday night you don't see one.
Do you
Friday
have
night.
do you have the Regal subscription or whatever it is?
Yeah, I have the Regal Unlimited. So I can watch as many movies as I want at the theater, as long as it's they're over 90 minutes apart.
Mm-hmm.
So I could go see multiple movies in a day, but I can't do that anymore. I have a hard enough time watching anything past an hour and a half without having to like run to the bathroom. So
well, and you gotta say hi to your family at least once a night.
Yeah, once a night. So, well, usually they're in bed because of school and other things going on. But yeah,
I do need
Travis,
work. I will tell you. I will be the first person to tell you I need a lot of work.
We'll get together and we'll work on the work that's needed for both of us. Yeah. I'll bring my vinyl collection along with me.
I just actually put in a review the work that I need to do. Today was review day.
Oh, was it?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, the one where you write your own self-review and then you submit it.
Oh, I hate those.
Not a fan.
I
used to write C last year.
That's lazy for your boss. Doesn't want to write a review on you.
I liked the part where it said, because it was web based, so list the areas of improvement. So you add one, and then it says you can add another. Pretty soon,
you should have AI write that for you.
48 areas for improvement. Then I'm too tired to put in more than that or any more for the what were my successes this year.
Asa Jax, give Travis your AI program, and he'll have AI write your evaluation.
If you want it to sound like everybody else on the internet, sure, we can do that.
That was my successes. So question number 1, put down the areas that you can improve, and then question number 2 was, list your successes of this year. And I said, I put down 48. I just listed 48 reasons to improve. That was my success.
Yeah, you don't want to rate yourself like as the best. You got to say you've accomplished stuff, but you still have room for improvement, and your boss needs to keep you around.
Well, then they had me do a review on my boss that he can't see, but his boss can see.
Okay. There you go.
So just
that I have no problem
for the
with.
State, do the bare minimum. Yeah. Because if you do any more than that, you're going to piss off everybody else you work with.
Going to make everybody else mad.
They've been doing the bare minimum,
right?
And so,
it was.
What's
fine.
to the left of your Chucky figure?
Ghostface from Scream.
Okay. Are you going to get Pee Wee Herman? Did you order that?
I did not order that.
I could totally see you buying that.
I need the couch to go with it, though. That's the only problem.
Is he sold out?
I don't know. I haven't looked. Yeah, I've got my review at work on Tuesday, so I gotta sit down.
Oh God, it was nice knowing you, Chris.
I gotta sit down with the deputy chief procurement.
Okay.
Yeah, that should be fun since they're gonna be like, yeah. So what have you been doing? And I'll be like, working hard,
buying stuff.
He saw you on YouTube.
I'm doing a really hard job. Where'd you get the sweater, Dathan?
What's that?
Where'd you get the sweater?
This is Q&A night.
Oh, what am I wearing? Oh, this was Amazon, I think. Amazon.
Is it officially licensed?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Do you guys care about buying stuff that's officially licensed or not? Because I bought a shirt a couple of weeks ago that I just got, and it's a Spider-Man. It's kind of like a loud Spider-Man shirt that I've worn in the past, but it's not licensed by Marvel whatsoever, and it looks good, and like you can't tell, but like should I be? Am I a bad person for getting that? Like,
I think we're too old to worry about stuff like that.
yeah,
I don't care.
Yeah, it depends on the quality.
There used to be
if
there
the
was also a
officially
big
licensed
market.
stuff is better quality, I'll buy it that way.
There's a lot of sports memorabilia stuff too that you can buy that's not official, and that like vendors outside the stadiums and stuff selling knockoffs. Like, I don't know, should you feel bad? That maybe that's a conversation for another day. I don't know, or yeah, who cares? G4 Guy doesn't like Star Trek either. All right.
Wow. Great minds
Like
think alike.
X-File.
Yeah, he asked me if I like Star Trek more than Star Wars, and the answer is X-Files.
X-Files is kind of dead.
I'll still rewatch it.
When was the last X-Files?
The movie, right?
No, they brought it back for a season.
Oh.
And then right now, Ryan Coogler, who directed Sinners, is talking about doing a new X-Files series. So if you
wear a licensed shirt under it, it makes it okay. Okay. Do you have a channel? Yes, he does.
Yes,
you better post the link.
I do. And the fact you're not even subscribed.
Oh, he's gonna unsub to it. Okay, better not.
It's like me in returning games. You buy it to return it. He's gonna sub and give it a day and then unsub, just to hurt you.
Nah, he likes you. He already said you're his favorite.
It's only because I'm Travis's yang to his yin, or he's yang and I'm yin. I don't know, what was it.
You got a good dynamic going on. So Chris, you're like our movie guy. Travis is the PC guy. Dathan is the convention Transformer marathon guy.
What about the gamer guy?
And we're all gamers, but like,
well, no, Dathan's got like a foothold on look behind him.
Yeah,
I thought that was a collection. I thought he was the collection, the professor. Professor, and then Eric's the 20 years behind everybody.
He does have a huge NES collection. I do bow down to you for that.
Yeah, and I trust that you've beat. I trust that you've beat most of those games, Dathan.
You know that I have beat most of them.
Yeah,
that's not all of them, but most of them.
Yeah. That's rad.
Yeah, he's plotting to destroy all of us. It's all good. All right. Okay. Any final thoughts, you guys? Let's hope. Hopefully, nothing next week goes up in price. PlayStation going to go up in price next week, Dathan?
No, I don't think it will. I think the next thing it's going to go up in price is going to be the Nintendo Switch 2.
Yeah.
I think
like more than it is right now.
Yep.
Oh God.
Mm-hmm.
Well, especially if they keep launching pre-releases. Oh, no. Yeah, video cards. Yeah, especially if they keep releasing little batches of pre-releases or of pre-sales, then they can jack it up at any given time, right?
Yep. I think Microsoft was the beginning of everything, and I know they initially had a pre-order set. And they put it on hold, and then the prices weren't the same. They raised the price of the game, stuff like that. I think the Switch 2 is going to be the next thing to go up.
Hey, at least we'll be able to get the Pro controller at a discount at Costco.
Yeah. If you remember, they posted there was going to be $69.99 on the 5th. So I'm going to go down to Costco on the 5th of June, and
I'm kind of curious to go down there on the 5th now too.
And see, because if it is in fact $69, I'm going to buy one because that's.
Yes,
I don't
GeForce
care.
Guy, he is getting a Switch 2. Dathan doesn't have one pre-ordered yet, and Travis is not getting one. Did I got that right?
That is correct. I have
Meatball
one in my
Saucy is
cart.
getting a ROG Ally X for his wife. Yeah, we all know that. Yeah. Mike Hawkert says, I subbed to Asa Jack's Media Grounds to offset the betrayal of GeForce Guy.
If my GPU, if my 5090 goes up in flames, then I'll have a hard decision to make as to whether I get a PS5. That would be the one that I would actually dial in on, or get another.
You've been liking a lot of the PlayStation games lately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's totally eye opening as to what I've been missing out on by not having a PlayStation.
He has Travis has a Switch. He doesn't want.
I have a Switch.
Too.
Yeah,
I think the shocker is Dathan doesn't have one pre-ordered yet. The Switch
just didn't care.
I don't
care.
I don't know if pre-ordering is a shocker anymore.
I
anything.
It doesn't. I think this is the first console in years where I'm just like, I don't care.
AI told me not to buy it.
I have no interest in it.
What if there's a big Dathan? What if there's a big Transformers game that's only going to be on Switch 2 and it'll be announced in a month or so, and you'll try to get that? You want to play that Transformers game on Switch 2, but you can't because all the consoles are sold out.
Okay, well, for starters, I don't like to play the what if game. That does no one any good. Playing the what if game gets nobody anywhere. And two, the last Transformers game that was supposed to come out was Reactivate, and that got canceled. So your point here is completely it's invalid. Now, I will say this: if they announced a new Zelda game, then I would probably make more attempts to try and.
They're going to do a new Zelda game for sure.
But by then, it Switch 2 should be shouldn't be that. I'm not going to say they won't be easy to get or hard to get, but they'll be much easier to get at that point.
I think they're not going to do a Zelda game this year, but I think they're going to do one next year. They got to do a sequel to Tears of the Kingdom, right?
I'm thinking 2027. Is when they're gonna come out. It might come out with the movie. It might come out a year after the movie. Who knows?
That would probably be with the movie being announced for 2027. That'd probably be a smart move. Is if they have a game in the pipeline that they're going to drop before or after the movie.
I would say after the movie, and it would be a Christmas release window.
When is the movie? Next year?
2027.
2027.
Mm-hmm.
And it's live action.
Okay.
I think I'd heard rumor that Chris Pratt's going to play Link. And
it's not going to be Zelda.
Blake Lively will be Zelda.
I thought, Chris Pratt should play Zelda.
And let's see who else. Who would be another good name to throw in there?
Is Jack Black in the movie?
Thing? Dave Bautista will be Ganondorf.
I think Jack Black should play Ganondorf.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't have the menacing look to him.
Someone in the background is saying no, no, no.
Yeah,
they disagree with you, Chris.
I know they do. Yeah, I don't know. It'll be interesting to see because they said the Zelda movie is going to be a trilogy. So this will be the first one. But the idea of a game being released, I almost think it's going to be before.
What kind of popcorn bucket are we going to get with the Zelda movie, Dathan?
Master Sword.
Yeah, it would probably be some sort of, I would guess, a Master Sword type thing. I would guess. I guarantee you it would probably sell out immediately.
Don't they have those treasure boxes?
It could be a shield.
Oh yeah, it could be a treasure box too with a sword in the top or something like that.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of stuff from Legend of Zelda 1 or so, like a treasure box. Am I losing it?
Yeah, that's you're probably right that it would be some sort of treasure boxes, I think, were introduced in, I think, Ocarina of Time. No, in Link to the Past, Part 3.
GeForce Guy, I'm not burning it because I'm gonna sell it to Dathan, but he hasn't made room for it yet.
I know. So I gotta get rid of this refrigerator right here. I gotta get that done. Once I get that done and get the refrigerator out, then my next thing will be to go down and pick it up.
Nice.
So GeForce Guy, I will add the that game to my list.
Oh, no, not GeForce Guy. This is Zohar. Why didn't I even think about that, dude?
Days Gone. Yeah, I'll add it to my list. I'm adding it to my wish list now.
If I ship match to you for shipping, would you burn it for me?
I played Days Gone on the PS4, Travis. It's a good game.
Okay. GeForce Guy, his game is Mortal Kombat. That was his baby, but he got real pissed off at Arcade 1-Up. Let's just say.
Well, I need to know.
GeForce Guy, do you still play Fightcade? He used to be really into Fightcade. Like, I see him play Fightcade all the time, playing Mortal Kombat 1. He was very good at Mortal Kombat 1. Oh, anyway. They get back to me. Yeah, hello. All right. Any other final thoughts? Chris, you doing anything? You're gonna make a video this week about any movies this week?
I'll probably have Surfer and Thunderbolts I'll put up. I've also thought about doing like shorts for just like quick movies where I'm just like recommend this or don't. So, because the shorts seem to suck up views. People love to watch those 30-second clips of you sitting in the bathroom.
GeForce Guy is very good at making shorts too. He had a theory once that if you make it just make a good short, but just make it like 5 seconds long, just as long as they watch the whole thing, and then have it do a good hook on it, so it's repeating. He knows what he was doing. Anyway, Meatball Saucy might do a video this weekend. Oh, okay.
Oh, I'll check that out.
Sunday. Put it in the Discord. All right, Travis, any final thoughts?
Nope.
No.
Nothing.
I'm just here so
well, I gotta eat dinner. That's my final thought.
Okay.
I thought about chowing down on stream, but I decided to leave that game to Eric.
Yeah, we'll leave that for Eric. That's kind of his thing.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, he did surprise me with the lick'em sticks, though.
Yeah, he's never done that before.
No, I think next week might be cinnamon bears.
Yeah, so this is what GeForce Guy did, Chris. So he'll take something like you bought, like that, any of those NECA figures, and he's got at his apartments or wherever he lives, he's got like a staircase, and he'd just throw things down his staircase and he'd film it, and people would love that shit. Yeah, and he also had like a little Mortal Kombat cabinet, and he threw it into a basketball hoop, and he filmed that, and people like that too.
Well, I can't really throw digital movies down the stairs. That's the only problem.
But you got some physical. You're yeah. I guess don't do that with your vinyls. People would not like you.
I wouldn't like me.
Yeah. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. I appreciate it. Like this video. Consider subscribing to me and Asa Jax, and we'll see you on the next one. There's a rumor that some of us might be on Galaga Guy's stream next week, so maybe we'll see. They're preliminary talks so far, so we'll see.
The crossover that nobody wanted, right?
Yeah. Right? Yeah. So, yeah. Oh, don't go. I'm lonely. I want to go to bed, dude.
Well, there you go. I think I think Garage Gamer just invited you, the GeForce guy.
GeForce guy needs to come up here to Oregon. He lives in LA, I believe. Yeah. Please don't go.
Oh.
All right. We'll see you next week. Why are we doing this? We've been on for 2
that.
hours. J-Rod, where have you been? We'll be back. We'll be back. Nothing, nothing is forever.